I had a thing. Wait. Am I here? I think I'm here now. Wait. How come it seems so extra low?
Volume up.
Maybe that works. Levels. I guess the levels are good. Yeah. I guess it just have to... like the input gain and stuff like that, right? Yeah, maybe that's... Yeah, that seems like a little bit better, a little bit higher. Let's see. Work better. Yeah.
This person's playing $80 for a used one. You can buy a new one for $90.
They're playing.
Yep.
All right, now we're... Okay, that works. Picking up more, but it's all good. Okay, Tech Etc. It's episode 8? 9? 8, 9? 8, 9. I forgot. once I find out. This one is just a little bit... We'll probably keep this one a little short. Not much happening within the tech world, the gaming world.
My goodness.
Oh boy. The hater fire truck is trying to cut down the block. And it went the other way. Okay. Alright. Not much in the world of tech, necessarily.
The Takeover. Buy it.
Oh, okay. I mean, we just do that, because we just finished. We're just playing this. What are we playing? What's it called? The Takeover?
The Takeover.
Some like beat 'em up game, similar to Streets of Rage, Final Fight. All those.
Yeah.
Joint is dope. And it's really like in the very beginning stages of like development. So if you go check it out, it's on Steam. So $10. When I say we beat it, like we got to the last stage and the joint was just like C+ runtime error. It just kicked us out the game. It was like, yo, you're done. You finished the whole joint. But Mekel, co-host Mekel Casanova, you already know.
Yeah, what's good, everyone?
It's me here, we did all the intro, but it's all good. Tech Etc. Mr. Biggs. He introduced this game to me. I just literally came to the spot. We just beat this whole entire thing in a matter of under an hour or something. We obviously we didn't even die. I think I had like one death at the end when I had to just go ham on people. But if you like Streets of Rage, Final Fight, Afterburner, which is kind of crazy we're saying that because they had that fighter jet level.
Yeah, the gameplay was so varied.
Yeah, he could take away. Tell them where you even found this because I wasn't even aware.
So basically, the Steam sale came out. I want to say, what was it, like a week ago, last week, and I was just playing. I bought a bunch of games. I bought Streets of Rage collection on Steam, and then it had this recommendation. It's like, oh, we highly recommend the Takeover. And I'm like, what is this? And then I went and looked at the graphics. I'm like, yo, it's got a 4.5 out of 5 and 5 out of 5. Okay.
That's enough.
I'm like, yo, $6.99? I'll try it. Yo, this game is crazy. So if you love Final Fight, you love Streets of Rage, this game, I don't even know who the developer is. Like, there's been nothing.
They're like, these are some real grassroots developers. Like, which is good. They're doing what they can do from whatever they got, whatever sources they got, whatever money they got. They probably don't have that much, but it's dope to see them actually like do this and get some work done. Game is fun. I mean, if you want something simple, it's $10. I mean, you're kind of also probably supporting the developers because it's still a work in progress. So don't be coming in here like some people like, yo, the story's trash, the controls is weak. This is not. Like, come on, these are some dudes for women, guys, girls, whoever that's on the team, like, doing something cool. So if you go and cop this, like, let's not judge it by the standards of, like, I don't know, Naughty Dog, okay? Like, let's keep everything in perspective. But it looks dope, has a really cool style, very, kind of like a realistic, it almost looks cel-shaded in some aspects.
Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't even believe this is an indie game. It looks really polished. Like...
Yep.
Like...
They did a good job.
They
did a good job for something like that for $10. So, yeah, go check it out. It's called The Takeover. Catch it on Steam. I don't know if it's on any other console.
No. It's, so you can get it on Steam, on PC, and on Mac. The only thing I would recommend is they need to have some type of notification when you pick up the gun, because you can pick up like an M4, and we were chunking those things because we didn't even see that we picked it up. That and the controls could be a little bit tighter, but all through and through, I mean, it's a really varied game. I mean, you know, walk right to left, punch, kick, but then it gets kind of varied because there's like a section where we were blowing up and killing zombies out of nowhere.
Yo.
Then we had E Honda come out, you know.
Honda bugging out. It's going crazy. Yeah, it's a lot of variety. It may not always make sense necessarily as far as the variety goes, but shutting doors.
Yeah.
But it's still fun to have some variety. I know somebody's gonna be like, "Yo, it didn't make any sense. Why was I dodging zombie type characters and then all of a sudden I'm flying?" Like, it's like, man, just enjoy it. Just enjoy the game.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, speaking about, well, I guess on the game. I mean, we're on the game topic, so let's keep it there. I don't know what else is really happening within games. I mean, like E3's done. It's
Splatoon 2 coming out.
Oh, I didn't watch that direct. Did you watch that?
No, Alpha did.
I need to watch that. Well, Splatoon 2's coming. I need to watch that Nintendo Direct. That really just reminded me. Because I haven't seen that. It looks like it's going to be a dope thing. Especially considering that if you like Splatoon, if you don't like Splatoon, then it's going to be the same thing. So don't show up expecting anything different. I know they're releasing their online app, but is it only an app for Splatoon or is it Nintendo Online?
Nintendo Online.
Well, we're about to find out about this chat thing because let me tell you something. No chatting in Splatoon was what like caused me not to play it as much as I would because I could not. I'm like, can I team up with anybody? Because I can't hear anybody talking. So that's probably one thing that I'm glad to see happening right now. One other thing, what else is happening?
Lawbreakers.
Oh yeah, yo. Okay, so play some Lawbreakers. It's very, very Overwatch.
Man, we already.
The
hate's
like,
already there.
Me and Mekel, we played it. I mean, we liked it. It was cool, but I mean, we also could understand that it was Overwatch style. Yeah. But I like the anti-gravity aspect of the game, like in the sections of the map that were like that. So for me, it was fun. But I know Overwatch. If people that are on Overwatch, you're not getting them. They're not happy. They're gonna be like, yo, I'm already invested. Which, I mean, I guess on one hand you can understand because like if you already invested into Overwatch and you're already like spending the time and the skills the hater ambulance is not coming this way.
Yo, it's Sunday. Can they chill?
This mad crowded right now. I feel like there's like an event going on in town somewhere and I don't know about, but there's bad traffic everywhere. There is, you know, it has a lot of similarities. There are some different aspects to it, so I do enjoy it. I think it's a fun game. I mean, you gotta wait for the full game to come out to get all the boards, get all the characters, everything polished out to get the final say on it. But so far, I mean, I liked it.
Just don't use the in-game chat.
Oh, well, we're gonna actually that's probably gonna be the remainder of our topic. We're gonna talk about something like that. I don't know how it plays on PS4. We were playing on the PC. It was running fine on my system, and like I only got a GTX 950 card, and I didn't have a single moment of slowdown. Now I don't know what my frames per second was, but it's probably I know it was obviously over 30. Probably it's hovering around 60. You have 1070, so you had yours running higher. I don't know what my stats were, but it ran smooth. I didn't have any moments where it was like playing, stuttering or doing something. And if it was, I mean it's the beta, so that can happen.
Yeah.
But that game was fun. I mean,
it's definitely gonna undercut Overwatch though. They had to though for $30.
Well, that's I guess that's the thing. It feels like they might have had it in play. But then Overwatch came out and it's like, all right, you ain't gonna charge them $60 for something that plays real similar, has some influences from that game, because folks ain't gonna be hearing that. They're gonna be like, yo, shut this down immediately. This is trash. So that's good to see that. I know. What else is happening? Splatoon's like the biggest thing next. Then in August you have the Mario game.
Mario Rabbit, yeah.
Yeah, Mario Rabbit game's coming out, so that'll be cool. And what else is coming? Like I'm missing something.
Is Crackdown in August? No, that's September.
September, but see, that's gonna be another thing.
We should talk about that. How Sony played themselves with that Anthem footage. Yeah.
Sony out here really doing some numbers.
Wow.
Last podcast we talked about them not wanting to share games, and now they're like, we're just gonna jack some footage. So that was kind of the new thing. I think I saw tons of videos on that on YouTube.
Yeah.
People talking about them stealing the footage, which isn't cool. I mean, I went to see the video and I'm like, dang, this is a terrible Photoshop job, or whatever they use, editing job to get this to not look like it was saying Xbox in the background. But taking their footage, I mean, I'm sure it looks good on a PS4 Pro. I'm not even gonna start the whole it's gonna look like trash, because the PS4 Pro has the power to make a good looking game. So I'm sure it'll look good on the PS4 Pro. I don't know why you would take Microsoft's footage, because all that's going to do is make your console, it's going to make you look like you realize your console's really weak. Like, and it's not good enough. And then they have like developer rumors like, oh, we know what the PS5 is going to do. I saw some video talking about 240 frames a second. I'm like, if y'all don't stop this nonsense. I'm like,
why?
The only thing that these joints are going to be powered by is probably going to be some version of the Ryzen chip or something like that, which is good for everybody else because they're performing really high. So they're probably going to be put in the consoles, which means, like, I saw a video today from Digital Foundry. It was talking about if the Ryzen is like the next big thing for next generation of consoles, like using a version of the Ryzen chip.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that makes sense. It was a good video. You can check it out. I mean, I saw it, and he was just basically breaking down like the performance levels that it offers for a chip that's inexpensive. So, yeah, Sony, I don't know why they would do that. I mean, Anthem, when is that? Is that 2018? That's not close.
No, it's this year. Ain't it?
I don't think Anthem comes out this year.
Let's check.
I kind of feel like it comes out.
Anthem.
Yeah, 2018.
Ooh.
We got Destiny dropping, okay? I don't need Anthem dropping, okay? I don't even know. Destiny's about to that. I got Forza 7. So, I hope Crackdown to play anywhere, because see, a lot of the stuff we're gonna buy the One X. So it's a lot of things like if you buy the game now, or you just wait till you get the One X and play it. Forza I can play.
Yo, the Xbox sale is crazy right now.
I went to check it out. There weren't actually much games that I necessarily wanted, but they have a lot on.
Come on, we know you want that Dead Rising 4.
If they don't get that out of my face. Like I said, that one Sony show was the only time I saw some zombie type action where I was just like, alright, I'm going to give this a shot.
Did that flop? The Dead Rising 4? I mean, it wasn't the hit they wanted it to be.
I don't know if it necessarily flopped, but I don't even think they had expectations beyond probably what it did.
True.
I wanna say whatever their expectations were for it, they got what they wanted out of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I wasn't interested in that. The sale, otherwise, it had a lot of good games there, people, if you're looking for them. So, I mean, I would check them out. Yeah. I know for myself, I didn't see anything in there, but there's a lot if y'all are interested in that. I'll go check it out. But another thing we gotta talk about. Okay, so everybody always talks about PC master race to consoles, which is better, things like that. And I always have an argument where I talk about interface and ease of use and stuff like that. I know people are gonna I know folks are gonna try to bash me like, yo, y'all don't know what you're talking about. The junk is mad easy. Y'all just are trash. You don't know what you're doing.
About to open that door.
We went to go play some Lawbreakers. We're like, all right, yo, let's just jump in the chat. Yo, let me tell you guys something. Setting up chat on a PC is garbage. Okay. Okay. Now, in the end, we found the easy solution, but to get there involved an exercise of frustration with half an hour, like trying to get the Lawbreakers chat interface to work properly Joint ain't picking up headphones, picks them up, drops them off. I'm like, okay, maybe it's just a beta. Okay, let me just try to get it set up to just talk another thing. What are we going to use? Okay, we can use Google Hangouts. Okay, never mind. Let's use Discord. Even though, and I'll just say in the end it worked, the setup process, I'm over there downloading apps on my computer, sending verification emails, verifying email accounts, sending codes to my phone, sending that back to the computer, logging back in, starting my own server, making a friend list, adding Mekel as a friend, getting back to the game, minimizing the joint, and then getting back inside Lawbreakers. Yo. This is why consoles have their place. Because, see, if I was on Xbox, all I would have did was started a chat, send an invite, he would have jumped in, and we would have been talking and going. But now we spent a half an hour just setting it, and like another 15 minutes just initial setup. Knowing what we were going to do, just sitting there like, well, I'm downloading it now. It's upload. Okay, now it's sending me a verification code. Now it's... This is why. This is why. As we were playing, we're like, yo, this is why we be on consoles.
Yeah.
Now, I know somebody's going to say, y'all are foolish. The junk has been easy. You should have been used Discord. You played yourself. Whatever. What I'm saying is...
It's not intuitive. It's really not intuitive at all.
And it also proved an argument where people talk about building a PC and using it. I'm like, yeah, we skated through it once we understood what was going on because we work in computers, we work with them every day, we deal with them. But that process, I could see where somebody would stumble and fall and not know where to go. Like, how come my microphone doesn't hear? How do I set up my microphone? How do I choose what's the audio output or the input? Like, those type of factors are why consoles have their place and why people like using them. And like doing that process just for us, it was enough for me to be like, yo, I know I'm right with what I'm saying. Like
the hater bus.
Yeah, if y'all need a ride,
it's right there.
Rock the block. I said the same thing. I was like, all this means is that it's just a little bit easier. It's not like it's better. It's not like I'm not saying consoles are better than PC. I'm not saying PC is better than console. I'm just saying if there's one plus to the argument of which is better, then when it comes to ease of use on the interface or intuitiveness, it's going to be on a console. Now, if we're talking, I don't want to get down the whole rabbit hole, but like if you go down to power, to price, performance, to fidelity, and going as far as you want, blah, 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 the PC is where you're going to end up.
Yeah.
But we got that 1X coming, though. 1X about to show up, giving me 4K.
Shots fired.
Don't even need a PC now.
Yo, and even in that, there's still that argument, oh, you can just build a PC. Like, okay, people, stop. Just stop. You're not going to build a PC that can run 4K gaming. I mean, regardless of it's 4K checkerboarding or native 4K at $500. It's not happening.
People get really hung up on that. I mean, the checkerboarding thing does play a role if you're saying true 4K, but I mean, they already showed the game running in true 4K, and they said the Gears of War 4 patch will be true 4K native, and so will the Horizon 3 one. So it's either fire or it's coming down our block. It's an ambulance. How about y'all move out the way? Yo, this is the block is hot episode. Okay, like we call like your episode. The block is hot. Got more noise and buses. This is we're doing this on a Sunday afternoon in Hawaii. We're in town. It's a lot of people, a lot of folks out here. But yeah, that argument, I don't understand the whole argument with the checkerboard thing. I mean, like, let the games come, let the games be what they're going to be. Everything is going to be dope. I mean, let folks buy this $500 console. If you don't want to buy it, guess what? You can keep your money in your bank account and you can get something else. That's the joy of, like, all these options. Like, why do you want to buy one? Just keep the 1S. Now, if you just got a 1S like last year, yeah, maybe you might want to chill out because you might have spent $300. But see, I'm running on the old school OG from 2014, 13, Xbox One X day one, and I have one other one that I got for free. You got, well, we ain't gonna talk about how many you got. You got.
I'm retiring that day one. That day one is starting to show some issues.
It is?
Yeah.
Mine has been, well, if mine shows some issues, I won't be surprised because it's on every single day. Because Andrea does it with the kids in Missouri. She turns it on for like educational shows, Netflix stuff, YouTube. That one in the living room is on all day, every day. It's always on. Because, I mean, that's, when we moved here too, even then, because that was all we had. It was just like that, I had that one Xbox. Like, that was the TV watching, the game playing, stuff like that. So I use it a lot. You have the Gears of War one, you have the white one that's, you have 3.
Yeah.
I wonder what they're going to give us for, Microsoft, Phil Spencer, Mike Ybarra, all y'all. Show some love for some trade-ins, please.
Really?
I feel like if you have a day one edition in the box, they should be like, yo, you getting
way more.
150. Like, give me 100. I'll be cool on that. Like, you give me 100, 150. I'm hoping GameStop does like a trade-in. But I know what they're gonna do though. I know what GameStop's gonna do.
$100.
What is that?
That Halo one.
$100. I haven't got time for that now. One X is coming. I mean, if I can get $150 for it for trading, I'd do it, or $200. But you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna be like, if you got a 1S, you trade in a 1S, will give you up to $200. I know they're gonna play the OG Xbox. They're not gonna give that joint any love. I'm be like, seriously? Seriously, yeah. This how you gonna do me? Here's to hoping that I can get some trade-in for the 1X.
Oh yeah, we need to do something about that 3DS.
Oh yeah.
Did that drop yet?
The 2DS one?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cause I don't use the 3D at all.
Man, nobody uses 3D on that. Yo, the 3D on that gives you an immediate headache. You be feeling mad nauseous. It's just not a good look.
150. How much is that trade in? Deal trade values. Cause I like the design of that a whole lot more.
Today is the last day to get up to 60% extra credit when you trade in.
Yo, we gotta talk about that too.
6 games.
GameStop trade credit. People have been bugging with that.
Man, it's about to end today. There's not even a point to talk about it. If you ain't at a GameStop today trying to finesse in the truest sense of the word.
Points deducted.
Yo, you're not doing nothing.
We had 84 hours.
What'd you say?
It's 80 trade in. Was it plus an extra 60 on top of that?
No. That's the game thing. You'll get $25 extra credit when you trade a PlayStation 4, Xbox One, or Nintendo 3DS. Today's the last day. Yo. Your face is like, yeah, we're about to be at GameStop today. Like, take this joint now. Today's the last day to do that.
No, because I am on the fence about, I'm probably about to buy this fight stick.
Go fight stick. Wait, what happened to the one you got? You ordered?
Oh, they're in there.
I didn't even see that one.
I got those, but
You about to get another one. Which one you about to
this
order
dude
now?
selling the Chun-Li joint.
That's looking kind of crazy. How much you selling that for?
180, but I talked him down to 120.
Well,
And this one on Amazon is like 300. On eBay is 6. Because Madcast don't even make the joints no more.
I suggest you go get that ASAP. And if you wanted to flip, you could.
Easy.
Oh yeah, so if by the time y'all hear this joint's done, but there is like a way to like get a bunch of money from GameStop if you trade it up to 6 games in. I don't know if anybody got 6 games worthy. I know I don't.
I don't think I do.
I mean, you could trade in. You do have 6 you could trade in, but you'd have to kind of go through stuff that I don't know. You know how you could do that though? You would have to look at the games you'd want to trade and see how much they are now. And if you're getting more money for trading, that means you can always go back and get it for less.
True.
But like the big titles that they were getting the most money for were like Switch games, but we got none of the GameStop that had got like used Switch games. It's like nothing. So when I was trying to pull this off, I was sitting there studying, looking up, reading up stuff, and I'm like, there's no used Switch games out here. Like we just don't got them like that. I mean, we have a lot of GameStops for the amount of space we have, but you're not getting a lot of things. But if you had the option, you could have traded like 6 games. Oh, actually, no, you can't do it right now anymore anyways. Yeah, it's really, really done. The reason why it works is because they're doing that buy 2, get 1 free on the used games. So if you were doing a buy 2, get 1 free, and you bought the right games and trade them back in, then you would end up with like hundreds of dollars worth of extra trade-in credit. It was like working the system in a sense. I'm sure they probably knew about this, but I mean, the amount of footwork that people were trying to do it probably wasn't that much.
That's too serious.
Yeah, what is that?
That's for like the smartphone. That's too serious.
You know, why? Okay. They got this smartphone controller. This joint got like the full keyboard. It looks like a flight stick with a keyboard under it. They're doing too much, yo. You're not, if you I'm sure somebody out here is going that hard on their phone, but I'm like, you're murdering the battery on that. That's somebody got no console. I don't want to hear about that. So, yeah, if you're at GameStop now, I think we really need to go and trade this 3DS in. Today's the last day to get to 25. That means you get $105. Right? You get 80.
It's only.
How much did you get? How much was it traded again?
It was 80. So if that's the case, then you'd only drop in like 50. Well, a little less than 50. Plus, I got the Injustice, which I never got to play because she went and played it, beat it, and it's collecting dust.
So you can get 80. Damn, why does it have an asterisk on this? Price is valid today only. Dang. So there is, you get 80 for this. Then you get this to 25. You got 105. The joint costs 150. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, it is out as we speak. You can go and cop. People like it. Oh no, the release date is 7/28.
Yeah, it's just looking pretty official. $281 if I bought this used and dude got it brand new.
Dude, how are you even still discussing this? Go get this. Yeah, Mekel over here is a fight stick connoisseur now.
Yeah,
so
it's
he's a fight stick master. So he's basically gonna have all these joints before anybody does anything. He's gonna have a whole entire showcase with these. So, I mean, just be prepared. You're gonna see a video of him. You need to get like a glass thing right here, like the glass shelving, like a tall one. Dude, that would be kind of dope. Cause then you can do this. You can put like the figurine stuff, but you can display the fight sticks, and that would look dope.
Yeah, but I want that Killer Instinct fight stick. That joint looked official.
Yeah. Them fight sticks them joints is gonna be, you're just gonna be the only dude. I told you, you're gonna start having to dive in on them reviews and really start talking. You need to start learning about components, who got the best ones. You just got to do it. This is the life you chose. You try to do a review, people breathing down your neck.
They still are. They're like, yo, how you gonna call this a review? You didn't say anything. I'm like,
yeah, see, you can't be mad at them, yo. You can't be mad at them. You didn't realize that the fight stick community was that. Because think about it, how many reviews are there about a fight stick?
You're true. That's true.
Steering wheels, I can get reviews for days. Speaking of which, my desk, now I can get a steering wheel. I'm waiting. Not really waiting, but I don't know if there's anything new. Like, I know Forza 7's coming, they could make a new wheel. But, like, they just be expensive, that's all. I kind of want to still get that Logitech one, because I'm hoping I can find one on, like, Craigslist for, like, dirt cheap. And just get it for use.
Oh, yeah.
They're only $300 now. Now they're $300. They used to be $400.
There was one, there's a Thrustmaster for $50 on Facebook.
Yeah, I saw that one. That wasn't what I wanted. I need to have like some force feedback. And honestly, the Logitech one, everybody's like, it is good. It's not as crazy as the Fanatec ones and stuff like that, but I mean, them joints get I mean, you get serious when you get that. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't playing. So I need to have that set up. I got this ridiculous issue with my computer setup. Yo, I'm losing my mind. And it deals with the feedback I'm getting from the speakers.
Yeah.
It's mind-boggling. Like, I have this setup. If I turn on one of the monitors to the right, it has major feedback. I mean, feedback that's too loud to even do anything with. But if I lift up this monitor, it goes away. If I move it back, it goes away. If I stand up next to it, it reduces down to that. I don't know if I'm like a walking radio frequency now, but like the junk is crazy. It makes no sense. So now I have to build the desk. So now I have to find a way to get the monitors up higher. Dude, you don't even understand how annoying I know it I was. I was like, I did all this for this trash to do this. So now I'm on Amazon. I'm looking for monitor stands because I'm like, I might as well just mount these monitors behind the desk on 2 stands. But I'm like, that might interfere with the... Dude. When I say annoyed, I mean annoyed in the truest sense of the word. Another thing I could do is completely change the layout of the room. Because, you know, I have the room set up a certain way because we have it with Missouri in there as well. So now the other day I was like, yo, maybe I set it up the wrong way. And if I did that, that means I need to rearrange it.
I think I found it.
It's going to be a problem. What'd you find?
Audio visual cabinet.
Oh, yeah, that could work. How much they want for that?
80. I'll talk them down to 50.
That's like,
You guys need to learn the art of finessing on Craigslist and Facebook, okay?
Craigslist is all about a deal. When I bought Andrea's iPad Pro, the guy, he had it for like $6. He was a cool guy. We talked for a minute before we even got to the pricing. And I was like, he's like, nah, I know it's Craigslist. Let's talk. And I was just like, $540. And then he was just like, yeah. And I was like, thanks. Rolled out. Didn't even. Look, that's all I had on. Yo, I was going through mad ATMs because I forgot you maxed out like $500 for my bank. And I was like, yo, I was like in CVS buying some Skittles asking for mad money back. I'm like, so I was like, she's been using it though. She like watches mad video stuff on it. Speakers, she's like, speakers are mad good for this. I'm like, nah, they are. That one deal you showed me, I did have to message that guy. I don't have any money to do that right now, or I don't want to use money right now. But that one for $256, that $575 one,
yeah,
that was an outrageous deal. But I think what's happened is that, I guess because the new one's out. See, that's when I talked to you about the iPad Pro, I was like, I had to really break down the numbers. And I was like, yo, the iPad Pro, the first gen one was like so far ahead that it wasn't. There is a difference with the new one, like when you're talking about True Tone, but we're talking about minimal things here. Especially considering if you can get the one I paid how much for mine, I would have spent $950 to $1,000 to do that in the store. I was like, nah, chill. How about I save $400+? You know, like, especially considering that she's just using it at home and stuff. She's not beasting. She uses it to like do stuff, homework stuff for Zuri, things like that. So I keep it simple on that front.
Yeah, it's not worth it's not a major, because like you said, like the original iPad Pro, when they made that thing to last.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the new one, it's not enough reason to jump to the new one, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know, if you had the iPad Air or like the 1 or the 2 or the 4, yeah, I can understand that. But if you got the Pro, even the 9.7 Pro, there's no real reason to jump to the. A lot of people are like, oh, it's faster. Okay, but what are you really going to use it for?
Exactly.
You know.
That's true. Exactly. That probably is why, like, on this new iPhone coming out, iPhone 8. I'm sure y'all read about this. Seen enough. If you haven't seen leaks or reviews about it, I mean, literally just type in iPhone 8 on YouTube and it'll be 1 million reviews. I follow a few key people that show stuff about it, but I'm pretty sure they're going to accomplish what they want with it. Like, the screen ratio to body is like...
Are you serious?
Yeah. The disrespect on this episode is like all-time high. Soon enough, we're going to be doing this through Skype anyway, because our schedules are getting crazier and crazier by the minute. So we're about to Skype this anyways, and probably maybe record it too. I got to find out the interface for that. But iPhone 8 coming out. I think I'm going to buy this one outright because I probably could cool out for a bit. Because this is when's the last time they did a major thing? If you bought an iPhone 6, you're kind of tired right now. You probably stopped at the 6S. Because the 6, the 6S, the 7, 7S all look the same.
Yeah.
That's 3 years of getting the same looking phone. So I can understand some people who got the 6S, didn't buy the 7. Were like, nah, I'm straight. If you bought a 7, I don't even know if a 7S is enough because like my phone is not slowing down. Like my phone is not trash. Like I'm not sitting here like it's time for me to get rid of this. My joint is still fast as it was before. I think they're getting to a point where they're like the performance meter is so high now. It's kind of like turning to like the iPad, where it's like people weren't replacing their iPad because they're like, I really don't know why unless I just really want it. Unlike Android phones, where like sometimes you're like, I'm hearing people's SA phones like, yo, slow down, it's happening already. My joint wildin'. I'm like, well, they got the Note 8 coming, so that's gonna be dope.
Yeah, it's not bad for this.
But as far as the iPhone 8, I'm probably gonna buy this one outright. Probably because also I'm gonna have to battle with these people trying to go and find one at the Apple Store or T-Mobile. I know T-Mobile's gonna play games like they did last time. That's why I want to I want to do it that way so that when it's time to pre-order it, I can just go in there and just be like, give me the whole thing. And they said the sizes on it only going to be 64 to 256. The same thing they did on the iPad Pro.
Yeah, talking about the T-Mobile trade-in. When we switched from AT&T...
Oh, they give you mad money when you come from AT&T. They be like, yo, what do you need?
Man, when we got those cards, we went like, paid off. Done.
Yeah, see, that's a good setup. When you're bounced, I'm already in there, so they're like, cool. But yeah, you come from like AT&T or Verizon, they're giving you a lot. Sprint now does like back to the unlimited thing or whatever unlimited is right now, but they can't even, the amount of the block is hot today. Folks is out here dying. I don't know, fires. This is just one of those episodes, right? People gonna be like, dang, y'all really was out in the streets this time. Usually it's just a couple things here and there, but nah.
Yeah, if you need a Surface 3, 265 with the dock.
How much?
265.
Surface 3. Oh, so why I think Surface, which one is that? Is that the 2 gig RAM one? Because it's so they can keep that.
Yeah.
Yo, that 2 gig RAM one is only, you know what it's good for? If I ran a business and needed like a kiosk to like do payments, I'd buy that. Instead of like, cause you can hook up a payment thing for it and just have it on the counter, or like a menu. I just like put it on the counter, have them swipe through it and choose what they want. But 2 gigs to like work with. Remember we was at the Best Buy, we were trying to play with that. We're like, people, you want to buy? I'm like, listen, let me tell you something. I don't mind the Surface 3. I think that the Surface 3 had a really good point. It could have been more.
You could use that 8 gigs, 256, 575, Pro 4.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm still skeptical about that though.
Yeah.
Something about it just ain't feeling right. Cause I'm just like 575 for a Surface Pro 4, 256 i5, 8 gigs, under 600. Who's selling them for under 600 like that? I'm like, where'd you get? Oh, did you? Yo, I was on Facebook last night. Why did somebody have a post on my iPhone 6s, $150? They said, oh, but it's locked.
Oh, I just seen that joint too.
Yo, I'm like, fam, get this stolen iPhone out of my face,
it's right there.
I'm like, yo, take it back to the owner. I'm like, are you serious? Take that to T-Mobile or AT&T, have them find the person that belongs to.
Dude's like, I'm having an overwhelming feeling that's mine.
I'm having an overwhelming feeling that's mine. Did you lose yours?
Contact him, meet up with him, and put your code in.
I mean, how would he know it's his? Did he lose his phone?
I guess so.
That's reckless. Anyways, but we're not buying locked iPhones out here, yo. Stop playing yourselves.
There's no way to unlock that either, is
No, you can get it blacklisted and it won't even work even with the IMEI. number. It doesn't matter. Like if you do that and you call and say it's stolen, they'll lock the whole thing forever. It's not coming back. He trying to finesse. And number two, when you got an iPhone, no charger, no box, no nothing, and it's locked, come on, dog. You know it's stolen. And if it wasn't stolen, that means you found a lost iPhone. Like, be a good Samaritan. You know what I'm saying? Find out whose it is. If you see notifications on the front of it, people calling the phone or something, like, be cool and answer and be like, hey, do you, like I'm saying, like, I found lost phones and I waited till somebody called it and I'd pick it up and be like, hey, whose phone is this and do you know anybody else they know, because I found it and I want to give it back to them. And they'll be like, oh, hold up. I'm like, here, text my number right now. I have the phone. I literally met up with someone and they were like, yo, nobody does. I'm like, dog, I'm not trying to come out here and like, I see you lost something. It's like, it ain't worth it to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not. If I'm like, if it's phone, especially, you can contact and find somebody. You know, what are you looking at now? I mean, what is this? Wireless
AirPods 285.
Okay. See, on this podcast, we like to keep things organically flowing. And right now, I see some foolery out here in these streets of Hawaii. Okay. See, when you're in Hawaii, let me just let y'all know. Like, sometimes we get stuff in stock, and sometimes it's out of stock for a while. And I'm sure everybody wants these little AirPods, and so they've been out of stock for a while. We got another bus. Man. We're just getting, this is not, today's like, they're like, yo, what y'all doing? I ain't never seen the bus come by this much. No. How many times has the bus been here? It's the same one. This man lost, yo. Yo. Nah, y'all gonna find this funny, but the bus out here is called the bus. Yo, he's saying that sounds so crazy. Like, what's the name of y'all bus? It ain't Metro Oahu. It's called the bus. Yo, .org. Yo, they really got left to no ideas. My man is selling AirPods for $285 out in these streets. Yo, any of my fellow locals of Hawaii, do not give this person your money. No. $285? That's $125 over. I'm disgusted. Yeah, I'm about to message this guy. I mean, I know capitalism. I mean, I sold stuff for more money, but at least there was a demand. I mean, I sold my switches for $100 over. I mean, I get it. I do the same thing. $285? Like $200, I'd be like, alright. You get a little something. I really want them. I can't find them. I've been searching for them for weeks. An extra $40. That cat went up in there and finessed. He bought, how many do you have in that picture? 4?
4.
This cat spent like $600. That's not even a smart move because it's not even a hot enough item. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want a pair, but guess what? They're still making them. It ain't an NES Classic. I will get one. I can order one online for retail and wait. Like, who needs a pair of AirPods this badly that they're willing to spend an extra $125? You about to jump on a business flight and you're like, yo, I don't got no AirPods, the deal's done.
My coworker. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tell you how the dude got mad at me because when I picked up those AirPods at Apple, they had a bunch in stock. And I texted him, I was like, yo, we got AirPods over here. Come through and get it. Then tell me why he hits me up 2 days later and he's saying to me, oh man, you could have bought those and I would have bought them off of you. He's like, you know, you already got a pair. Why'd you need another one? I'm like, first off, it don't matter if I already
because I like to double up, son. Like, what is that? Oh, you already got.
I'm like,
why do people be questioning you like a child? Like, why did you get? Why you?
Didn't Steele already go off on a tangent the other day on Telegram about that?
I don't even understand these people sometimes. I'm like, well, you mean you just need to stop telling people stuff. If they're looking for stuff, just tell them to go find it themselves. They'll get it. You know, either that or they won't get it at all. I don't know what to tell them. But
his wife said he could get it.
Yeah.
This is the same dude that went and bought a PlayStation 4 Pro and never played online. And
does he still have it?
He still has it.
Tell him I'll give him $200.
It's a dude you met.
Oh yeah, he don't play it?
He doesn't play it. He bought a Switch and he hasn't played it since it came out.
For real, when you go into work, ask him like, yo, I always thought you ain't trying to sell that. Maybe I should wait till I have the money. I just come to him by, yo, 200, meet me downstairs, stop playing.
Right?
You ain't gonna get, he probably gonna be like, nah, 350. I'm be like, really?
No, because he bought two. He tried to flip the second one. He has no finesse.
The PS4 Pro was not a flip.
No, the Switch. He bought two. He tried to flip the other one, but he had no finesse with it, and then he sold
When did he buy it? The day of?
A week after.
Yeah, you could have sold. I still see him now, but honestly, at this point in time, just wait, they'll be in stock.
Guess how much he sold it for?
What?
He didn't, because his wife gave it to one of the family members for free.
Well, hey, I guess, glad y'all out there balling like that, gifting up three. Not that I haven't gifted it. I bought my wife's brothers a PS4 when it first came out. That was our gift to them. But, we planned for that. I'm not just coming home like, yeah, I gave you Xbox to a family. I'm be like, well, what's their address? Because they're about to get a rude awakening and I come and take that junk back.
Yo, it got even worse because his wife got mad at him for spending the money. I'm like,
I guess that was her. I guess that's how she got back at him. The finesse. She took that joint and was like, oh, you're going to spend money I told you not to spend. We're just going to go ahead and give it to one of your family members. Dang. Well, I guess that's how that happens.
Yeah, he did way.
He did way too much. Yo, I was at work crying, son. You don't even understand. Because as soon as Miguel started, I said, stop. I was like, yo, stop. You way out of line. Yeah, then we went off for like 15 minutes. I was like, yo, whoever reads this is going to be like, you guys have lost your mind.
Yo, remember Steele did? He's like, what? Oh, wait, what? And then when he finally got it, y'all going way too hard.
I said, Steele told me to spend my money my way. I Steele's over there anger. I'm like, somebody's in this man's pockets with no authorization. The only person in his pockets is his girlfriend. He's like, other than that, anybody else gets slapped. I'm like, man, Steele was out there flexing on Friday. He was like, yo, I'm about to get up, take my cape off. Y'all about to catch the non-friendly version. But, yeah, so, what were we talking about? Yo, this podcast has no flow today.
It's the wildest one.
This got no flow today. I don't even know what's happened. What else is there to talk about?
Okay, so we covered PlayStation 5.
Not even. I saw some headline talking about 240 frames a second. I clicked on a video just already annoyed. Like, really? Really? Stop talking about PS5, guys. Y'all start supporting your PS4 Pro before Sony ain't got no money. Okay? If you a PS4 fan, you need to do like us Xbox people. Who are getting the One X. Okay? Y'all need to do the same thing. Go get that Pro and support. I'm getting the One X. I'm not trying to flip one of those. Andrea was actually asking me. She's like, "You gonna get like two of them?" I'm like, "I don't know about that one." I'm saying that now, but it depends on what the demand feels like. I'll get 2 pre-orders, I think, but I still need to see it. Huh?
Do 3. Because Microsoft said they don't charge anything for the pre-order.
But I think they're gonna do 1 per person.
They did with the 1, did they?
Probably. I'd have to bring her in and have her do one. I don't think Josh is trying to get one. He don't really care. He wants to probably upgrade his PC before he bought a One X. But I don't know about the flip on those. Because, I did it for the 1. But that had been, come on. It had been mad long. You know what I'm saying? The flip a One X right now, what are you talking about? Like, maybe let's say you get an extra $100. The issue is, if you buy it the same day, you're going to be out like 2 G's. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to be real broke. There's a lot of money going to be out your pocket. You got to do those flips fast, especially if you're trying to, do some other things that day.
The only thing I can see we can flip and make a lot of money on is the SNES Classic. That's guaranteed.
Let me tell y'all something. SNES Classic is September 29th. That's a Friday. Do your homework. Your boys is going to have one. I might have multiple ones. Yes, just like the AirPod dude. See, I'm mad at him because his pricing's off. Okay, $285, stop. SNES costs what, $80?
Yep.
$180, easy. Okay? I don't even need to make outrageous amounts of money. I'm not even trying to go for no $350. No, I don't need to do all that. Maybe I'll put one on eBay if I have multiple ones and just sit at some crazy number. I'll put like 300 buy now.
Get that for
or something like that. So yeah, he was down one of those. So, man, if I had the space, I would straight up. If you had enough space out here, I would most definitely get one and just be like, forget a pool. I'm just getting a slide. Yeah, if I get multiple ones, I'm gonna do the same thing. So that'll happen. SNES September, that's gonna go down. That's gonna be crazy.
I'm a camp at all in one. Oh no, can't do all in one. Let's go.
You gotta do school street. I'm telling you, I did that one.
Yeah. So
because the other one you'd be down in Waikiki, and I've camped at that mall, International Marketplace. But that was for sneakers, and it's a little weird because they never did one for GameStop yet. So I don't know if you can get up there to the door, or you have to be on the bottom floor. And if you're on the bottom floor, that means it has to be regulated. Let me tell you, sneakerheads, we kind of have the system, but a game console, I don't know. The thing about School Street is there's nothing stopping you from going there at any time. I got there at 5 a.m, and there was only one lady in front of me. This time though, oh no. I ain't playing. I might be doing overnight. So y'all, I'm just letting you guys know it's going down. Okay? That's all I'm saying. It is going down. And if anybody is thinking about getting one, I suggest you do the same thing.
Don't sleep on that.
Yeah, I'll be out there. I'm gonna take on Friday because Thursday night I'm probably gonna be sitting out there as my chair, chilling with the cooler, feet up. Like, people gonna think I'm nuts. They're gonna be like, yo, yeah, I'm gonna like, keep playing. Don't listen to Nintendo. Nintendo's like, we're gonna make significantly more. But they're not gonna, the production is gonna stop at the end of the year. So just understand, they're gonna make up from September. They're starting early. They're gonna build up. December comes, the move might be this. The move might be to get some extra ones and sit on it.
Yeah.
Wait till after December when they say it's done, and you come through like or right before Christmas when things is getting hot and heavy. I'm gonna come in there like, heard y'all wanted the SNES $250. Like, so I'm gonna try to get you. I just need to get. I know Josh wants to get one. He's definitely gonna come and flip one because I'm taking one. I want to get Andre. That's a C. So has to be a way to do it. Because that means you have to be out there with me. Who knows? Worst case, there's really no worst case. I'm still getting one for myself because I want one. So if I don't get any to flip, then I'll be like, so be it. I've still got one for myself. I got one at NES Classic. I still got that joint. And I want this because this is cool. See, these, I don't usually collect things, but those I like because it just looks cool. Because it's small, it's mini. I still got my NES. About to have the SNES. It's like, that's fun. I know people like emulators, all that. It looks cool. That's the whole point. So, September's going to be a hot month. We got that. We got the iPhone coming. I didn't even finish on the iPhone. We went on another tangent. But I'm excited about that because I like the design of it. It's the same size as the 7, but the screen is the 7 Plus. That's perfect.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for this. The Touch ID thing that everybody's like, the whole in the screen thing, I knew was ambitious. I'm like, I'd rather you not do it at all than do it and be slow and clunky and then I have to get the 8S because you made it better. Just, I don't know, embed it in the back of the Apple sign or just, do something.
That would have made way more sense.
They're doing something and they're not telling everybody the true answer, but whatever they decide, it is. But I'm probably buying this phone outright just so I can cool out for a second on all the phones. Just be like, alright.
You know what we should talk about?
What?
How the Essential phone is going to Sprint exclusively. That's the dumbest move.
I remember that. I think we did talk about that like at an early podcast when we first talked about the Essential phone. Because we were talking about how it wasn't going anywhere and then Sprint got it. I'm like, Sprint giving up money to get stuff.
Yeah.
That whole Jay-Z thing, they gave him millions of dollars to put his album on Tidal and to have it to Sprint customers. They got this Essential phone, which is cool. I like the Essential phone. The name is, it's the Essential. It's the only phone you need, I guess. But, he's also, the phone ain't even out yet because people gave a deposit. That phone ain't shipped yet. Folks is like, where you at? They checking addresses for Andy to find out where he went to. But I don't know. In this day and age, when you release a phone, you might as well put it out everywhere, right? Only having it in certain places ain't really even.
I mean, that's what hurt the Pixel.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, maybe there's a Pixel 2, maybe there isn't. They surely ain't talked about it. The Essential phone's dope, but if it ain't everywhere, I don't care. If it was on T-Mobile, I might have gave it a shot. It's only on Sprint. I'm never going to Sprint. That's for certain.
If they made the Essential phone, even the Pixel, that was a T-Mobile exclusive, that would have been incentive.
There's more, yeah, exactly. But I don't think T-Mobile would have played by the rules that maybe he had in place or gave him the money necessarily. But I don't know how that deal came to be, but it really isn't necessarily smart in my eyes. Maybe there's a business plan behind it. Maybe they only have so many and they just want to get it out. And it's probably better that Sprint probably bought all of them up front and they got the money, recouped the money back right away, and then they can move on to other distributors. So maybe they went that route. Other than that, I mean, nothing else really going down. I mean, a lot of the stuff is coming out. Future Time, Future Space, AMD Threadripper still ain't got no price tag, don't know. I kind of still want to build one, but then I kind of had, I don't know how I missed this bit of information, but I wanted to make a smaller form factor. But I don't know if I can do that on a Threadripper because the motherboard has to be a certain size. So maybe I need to do something like that. What type of keyboard, yo?
I would not know what to do with that.
Well, that's somebody that knows exactly what stuff's at. And number one, how you typing over like face? Okay, never mind. I'm done. Yeah, I don't know if I can do. I want a smaller form factor on my computer. I don't know if you can do that with a Threadripper motherboard because it's so big. Or at least it really. Maybe I need a thin.
That i9.
I want that thin. Get that out of here. i9 costs arms and legs. Or maybe I get that really thin, tall one I showed you. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
What was that I forgot the thing. I might look it up after we're done here. But yeah, I gotta wait for that. Not much else in tech. Oh, the model. If you guys got a pre-order on a Tesla Model 3, the first one was done today. He announced the first production Model 3. It probably was a picture of the prototype one, but so far, supposedly it was a production one. So all you Model 3 pre-order people, your car should be here by this time next year. Which is dope because it's not that much considering an electric car. I would definitely look into one if I had a way to charge it. But I don't. Me hanging an extension cord out my house, they're going to be like, yo, what are you doing? I'm like, yo, just don't worry about it. I'm just trying to charge my joint. I wonder, though, they're going to sell a lot of them out here. I wonder if you could go to, like, the international marketplace and charge it there.
You could.
Depending on the range, you may be able to get away with that. You know what I mean? Like, you always got to go to that. You always got to go there, right? But if they do that, though, you know what's going to happen. If they sell a lot of those Model 3 people have that idea, that junk's going to always be filled up. You can go in there and be like, dang, they filled it up. Probably going to go now. So, interesting thing, but that's just some car stuff. Other than that, I mean, I got really nothing else. This podcast was sponsored by the bus and the ambulance and the fire engines
of Hawaii
and the traffic of Hawaii because they are going ham today. There's no traffic now, it look like, but it calmed down. See, a minute ago it was crazy. The corner was like 800 cars.
Certification. Sorry about that.
Oh, yo, news. The one and only here, Mekel. Casanova got some news. You know, spread the good word of these people.
Yeah, so I just was it 2 weeks ago? A week ago? I think it's 2 weeks.
It's been a week.
A week, yeah. So like a week ago, I got A+ certified.
A+.
After
I don't got any applause sound effects. We're not there yet. It's coming soon enough.
So I'm the only one in my job that has any certifications. Ooh. Yo, aside from Ronnie, no one on desktop team even
you about to make their life real difficult when they come in there, when one of the head higher ups come in there and be like, so you only want to hear the certification, huh?
Yo, it happened. The CIO came in.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, he came in and he's like, oh, this is great. You got your A. He said, oh, that's a great professional certifications. And he looked at the other guys, oh, so what certifications you guys have? Oh, we don't have any. And he looked at Patrick. He's like, "Really? This is your only guy?" I was like, "Yeah." I told him, they give me a hard time too, saying since I don't have an IT degree, they pick on me. He's like, "Patrick, you let your certified employee get picked on like that?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, they tell me it's a cultural thing."
Yo, this episode is so crazy. Yo, people can listen to this and be like, I'm clucking off. So, back to what you were trying to say after you got rudely interrupted.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're the one with the certification now.
Only guy. That's crazy. Even tier 2 people don't have certs.
I'm studying now for the A+1. I will take it hopefully sometime August, even September. Either way, I'm going to get one.
Oh, I'm going to tell you this. On the 902, there's going to be 4 simulations at the beginning. If you get even 3 out of the 4, you're set for the rest of the test. Because after that, you're going to have there's a bunch of repeat questions, and then there's at least 15 questions that don't count for anything.
What was the simulations?
One is for fixing boot manager missing. So that's one. The other one is configuring the internet on your phone.
Like putting Wi-Fi on your phone?
Wi-Fi and setting up the email.
That's...
Yeah.
So I know you thought, I'm like, that's extremely simple.
The other one is getting rid of these applications on startup. So just running
task manager and telling them to now put these on startup.
And then
I'm about to take it tonight.
What was the third one? The third simulation was mapping a network drive and changing the home group and then running GP update.
Alright, I'm gonna take it next time. I'm taking it tomorrow, guys. I was going in there. Yo, I read a story about some guy saying he just worked on computers a while and just took it and passed it somehow. He did both in the same day. He did never study a book at all. I'm like, there's always gonna be those stories because there are people that can pull that off. They can just be like, some people test better than others. But the cool story about Mekel is that, trial and tribulation, failed a few times, still persevered, got through to it, and accomplished it. It's kind of good though, because now you won't beat yourself up and fail again. You just be like, don't matter, still gonna do it. Some people would have just gave up, threw the towel fully in, and been like, I'm done.
I almost did. Like, who was like, nah, you're not quitting. You're halfway there.
Yeah, you had one. I mean, it can be real discouraging if you fail the first one most time. But it's just my thing about anything in life is just like, yeah, if I fail it, I'm gonna keep going because if I want to do it, I want to do it. And yeah, the certification thing is something that it's a big deal. I definitely want to get it too because I don't have a degree in IT, and I'm in it, and I'm getting experience. But I also know that a certification will dead all the noise, right? Even if it's an A+1, even if it's IT fundamentals, even if any of those, like it'll kill that noise. Like be like, I don't want to hear nothing what you're talking about. Like you see what I got. Now the next one after the A+1 is interesting because that's where I want to know. I kind of looked into the Cisco stuff because the Cisco stuff is separate from. There's like Network Plus, but then people like CCNAs and like NPs.
Talk to Dwan about
yeah,
that.
He's completely separate. Like you don't even mess with the other stuff. That's what I was looking at. I was like, so I guess you really don't. You don't do both. And I'm only saying that because I was like, just because of like ideas and stuff. I was even talking to Andre about that too. I was like, yeah, it gives more opportunity, like, in case you want to move somewhere and get a job somewhere else. And if ever we move off the island, she has no desire to anytime soon. She also doesn't want to go back to. She doesn't want to go somewhere where she has allergies. It sounds hilarious. Yeah, I'm just talking like literally yesterday. She was just like, she's like, I came here and had no allergies. Like that's her selling point here. It sounds mad funny, but she's like, if I go anywhere else. And here's the funny thing. We were talking and she was like, I want to live somewhere where there's mountains. I'm like the Rocky Mountains? She's like, yeah. I'm like, that'd be Denver. She's was like, she's like, well, how's the winter there? I'm like, it's winter, but I'm like, here's the thing about winter. I was like, the idea of winter for you'll never do because you never lived in winter with the proper, I don't know, tools to live in winter. I'm like, here's an example, right? Like, if it snowed here in Hawaii, we'd be screwed, right? Yeah, but if you live in Denver, I'm like, I'm sure you would have, like, I'm like, one, we probably have, like, some SUV or some crossover, some whatever with all-wheel drive. When the winter comes, you get winter tires. You have heat, you kind of switch. I was like, I've lived in winter. Living in winter is where you have to adjust because it's gonna be annoying. Especially if you got to shovel out cars and stuff. It might be a pain. But I did mention to her, I was like, a friend Steele was always telling me, Mekel, like, there's, a lot of IT jobs there. I was like, yeah, it probably is a lot. I was like, it's a big area. I mean, there's even a lot in Houston. I even checked. I went to Indeed. I was like, let me just see what's in Denver. I literally put mad base. I just put IT. I didn't put nothing else. There was a grip. Okay, the list was cray. And I was like, yeah, there's a lot everywhere. I was like, but even where I'm at now, I'm gonna stay and get certification there and stay at that place for a while because the one thing about IT is that I guess you can always look and see something else and want to dive over there. Yeah. But I'm also disciplining myself to be like, nah, you already went to something new. Stay where you're at. Try to get the most you can out of that because you never know. Maybe that turns into something else and, I don't know, IT manager leaves and they're like, yo, take it. I'll be like, thanks. Now I'm really moving up here.
Because I was thinking about that too. We talked about it the other day. Like, I mean, for Lehua, it would be better just for the agriculture thing. But then we were kind of talking about she could do it here. The contract I'm doing is only 6 months, and then I'm on DOD. Like, I could just stay here and just stack.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's just like, when you get certain certification experience, you could always go somewhere else, right? And I guess when you talk to somebody that has moved, you kind of know their motives. Like, Steele has lived out here for, like, what, you said 10 years, something like that?
I lived here longer.
Yeah, you've been here longer. You've had... I think for you, though, I can see why you go... I think, and I could be wrong when you tell me, but I think for you go back and forth because you've gotten to a point now where you can enjoy Hawaii. Like, from what I know about your history, you've been here a long time, but a lot of years stuff was, like, up and down and at the most epic of levels, whether it was where you were working, being at Best Buy, relationships.
Screw Best Buy.
Yeah, like, but when you have all that happening, like, the divorce with Diane, the wife before that, having issues with, custody with kids, having, losing a child. Like, when you go through all that, up and down, you're like, I need to get up off this island because obviously he's not doing anything good. But at this point, you're having a turnaround in your life. Things is turning. Yeah. And it's moving quickly. So when it starts doing that, you can kind of sit back and be like, I never enjoyed the island. Like, I haven't been to the beach that much. Like, I didn't know they did like a night out with, now you're doing it with Lehua now. Now you're going out and doing things. It's like, you get to experience the island in a way that you don't get to. Like, if you are struggling here, if you're in a bad relationship, any of those things, and you don't get to see what Hawaii's like. For you, it's expensive to live, and it's small, and I'm not happy, and I want to get up out of here. But it's better to kind of get yourself into the better state of mind in a happier place, and then maybe later on, then you leave, because then you'll be able to bring that energy with you. You can't really run, you know what I'm saying? Like, you run from something, you're going to go somewhere else, and you're going to experience problems too. Yeah. You can't keep running from it. You got to be able to, like, rise above it. So, I know for you, it's like, you're having a turning point, you're seeing the positives, things of that nature, and it's kind of good to see those and see them all the way through where you're at and be like, let me just see where I take this and how far it goes. Because, hey, I tell Andre that too. I'm like, I'm not trying to go anywhere else because here's the thing. If ever the opportunity came for me to buy something out here, I would buy it. I know it's outrageously high price, but it's just because of the nature of it. I don't mind being here. I'm like, if I have the means to travel, fly around, see family, then come make any place home, that's all that I really care about. Like, everything else is relative to where you're at,
I mean, I completely agree with you, because I'm just thinking about it, too. I'm like, I have to take steps back and just let it sink in. Man, I'm in Hawaii, and not only am I in Hawaii, but I'm not struggling. I'm thriving.
Yeah, because we were over at the yesterday. We were they did like a company picnic for our job. We were at that Kailua Secret Beach Ranch thing, and yeah, like when you're out in places like that, and we would like a little boat ride out. You can see like turtles and stuff, and everybody in the boat was a tourist. Everybody, right? And so I was like, "Oh, where you from?" We're like, "We live here," and they're just like, "Man, that's crazy." And we're like, "Yeah, we live like 30 minutes away," and then you start looking around, you're like, dang, it is kind of true, like we do live here. We're always in the city though, so it's like you don't really get to see it. You kind of get to see like, unfortunately, homeless people and people stressing about life and, they're struggling doing this and that. I'm like, there's always a struggle. I mean, especially the people can have financial struggles and stuff like that. A lot of things like financial struggle come down to like a very high level of discipline to like budget and not, and then you can get past anything. But when you see it, when you're out placed at the beach here and you're sitting back, like, people, this is a bucket list for them. Like, they're saving up savings to fly the family out to come here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you live here. And that's why you see that hashtag Lucky We Live Hawaii, because it is good to kind of say that to yourself, because with a high cost of living, with a homeless situation on the island when it comes to like people not having the means to like get themselves out of it, where people are talking about like job market and job opportunities, like a lot of it you can hear all the negative and never understand like there's a positive. Like even with my job and work and stuff, I'm always like, I always have to remind myself like you gotta calm down. Like if you don't like something, or maybe you want, or like any job, like maybe you want more money, this and that, it's like you gotta kind of be appreciative, like you're living in a spot that people can't just get to.
Yeah.
And that's another thing I told Jerry too. I said I don't want to leave from here at any point where I'm like rushed out, because getting back to Hawaii is a monumental level task. You know what I'm saying? Like you leave from here, and honestly, like if we left from here, I'd be like, I don't think we're ever getting back. You know what I'm saying? Like, even visiting, because you're going to be like, well, I don't want to visit. I used to live there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to pay money to go visit somebody to live. And then, if you wanted to move back here, man, stop playing. There's no way you're moving back here without it costing
way too much.
It's too much. It's just going to be, it's just not even going to be possible. You just might as well just call it a wash. But, yeah, so that's some good news for the, any listeners of our lives out here. Kel's got certified. He's still at HPH, but he's letting the positive energy flow. And, people are starting to take notice that matter at the company.
Yeah.
So, never know what can happen.
Like that, what is it, 360 tickets?
Yeah.
Yo, that situation, I told you what happened. The CIO, he told the dude, Patrick, he's like, how did you make this mistake and then tell your team to fix your mistake? He's like, you're buying them lunch and Starbucks.
You can't be doing that to your team.
Yeah.
Not if you're on the same team, but that's what I mean. You gotta have the right people in place. You know.
Oh my God, it's the same bus.
Yeah. All right, that's our cue. That's our cue for this episode. Amount of cars and buses and people.
Wherever you are, there you are.
Yeah. So, thanks for listening again. This one, I don't know what length this is. I'm only looking at bars, not minutes. So, thanks for listening again. You can check us. Mekel, what's your page?
You can catch me on youtube.com/Mekel James, or just look up Mekel Casanova. Casanova with a K, not a C.
Yep.
You can catch me on Twitter and Instagram, Mekel Casanova, all one word. You can catch us on Tens. You're gonna win one, right?
Listen, I'm always right there. Okay? I think there's some people trying to hold back a champion, but catch me. This Etc.Podcast looks up on Twitter. Etc.Podcast, same name on YouTube. Yeah, I gotta do better. Is posting stuff to that. Yo, managing social network accounts. Let me tell you something. Whenever you see them jobs posted, like we need somebody to handle our Twitter account, y'all be like, that can't be serious. Not that. Nah. Try managing We got the PyText one, each individual one, my personal one. Then you got Tech Excel. Like, it's a lot of work to make it feel like something. So I can't imagine big YouTubers and people on Twitter with like followers everywhere managing it. It takes work. Okay. Soon enough, we're gonna host this. I'm gonna have this hosted properly on a podcast channel and network, and we're probably gonna be doing it through Skype for better scheduling, and then we can really mute out the mic situation and stuff of that nature. And yeah, that's it. Holler at us later.
Deuces.
Peace.
Wow.